Hey everybody, it's Kevin. Good morning. It's Sunday, the 25th of April. Wow, last week of April. Yes, it is. Next week will be in May. Imagine that. Hope you're well. I hope you rested. I had a good night's sleep. I did. I dreamt a lot last night. I did. I dreamt one of the dreams. I was at a gathering at somebody's house. I don't know the people. They showed up, some relatives of theirs, showed up in a vehicle. It seems that they came from Kentucky. I don't know why I'm dreaming this. I don't know anyone in Kentucky. Anyway, as part of their vehicle of luggage, belongings, was a large turkey. I don't know why. It was dead. They had brought it for a gathering, but it didn't seem cold. So it didn't seem like it was Thanksgiving, and nothing made sense. And then I got up. But it's so interesting to me that now I'm of the understanding that the soul travels to different places when we dream. And I don't know if that's part of a reflection of what our inner vibrational consciousness is doing. Yet, what I do know when I'm in the dreams, I'm in them, I'm part of them, I know them. I'm part of whatever that is going on, but yet the conscious awakening in this life, doing this stuff, it seems that like the two different worlds. That is part of a small piece of the catalyst that had me now understanding that we do travel in and out of different worlds. And some of our dreams are not pleasant. They can be quite alarming, quite scary, and they don't necessarily make any sense. But there you go. All right, so here are the cards for today. Let's line them up nicely. Oh, look, we've got the singing bowl. I should just do a little go with that, shouldn't I? And the theme really of today's reading or message is about hope and honoring all the good things about yourself, the beauty, discover the inner and outer beauty. And I'm realizing in myself that these cards and these messages on a daily basis sometimes seem repetitive. I don't believe they're redundant. I think that they just, because of the way Kyle puts his messages together in these, really good cards. There we go. Angel prayers and keepers of the light. Oh, I just put them back down there. That seems to be better. That the message simply is the same. If we want lightness, if we want to be light, and we want to be of joy, we want to be of love, we want to be of all the good stuff, then we have to repeat it, keep it going until it becomes part of really who we are. It is actually part of who we are. We just forget and take on different, we go into the revenge and the talked about yesterday, the feeling better by perhaps getting revenge, getting your anger out, helps to lift. It's actually likely more about an evolution of meandering this life that we're in. And accepting the changes that are happening, which for many are very difficult. There are lots happening around us, not necessarily to us. It's how we react to them that makes a difference. If we study great masters of this lifetime and this earth over the last 60 years or so, Martin Luther King comes to mind. Before that, Mahatma Gandhi. Many others who have accomplished much through turmoil and trouble, issues, political wars. Churchill comes to mind for World War II. They overcame adversity and kept going. So some of these folks who somewhat ascended, got light, brought people to a place of peace, had to face some pretty dark times. And I think it's human nature when we come from love, which I believe we all do, to want to chase that tail of love. I think it's why the masses tend to search for a mate when they're single, whether you use online dating or get set up with someone through friends. There's this search to be adored, to be loved, to be cherished, to find that person, your person that gets you. Then there's a part of hoping for that, which is, here's that card, hope. But you have to remember, remind yourself, see all the wonderful, beautiful things you have in yourself. Most of the time, folks don't. So therefore, the loving partner that pops in, shows up, comes along to heal some of that. And how strange is it that we heal from it, move from it, grow from it, get past it, and then it's done because we got what we needed. We're finished. And how quickly people get bored and it's time to look for something else. That initial high, that initial giddy feeling of finding what lights you up, turns you on, taps you in, gets you going, that great fantastic flow, when the stream is the current of the stream is moving you along quite nicely. That's what we chase. We want that because it comes unexpectedly sometimes, usually after some turmoil. And then we look for it again, want more of it. Let's see what Kyle has to say in his book about hope. Oops, I've gone too far. Well, maybe I haven't. There we go. Hope is an angel who's dedicated to promoting the idea that we on earth are loved, cherished, and supported by the kingdom of heaven. She's about helping us see the light beyond whatever darkness that we're in, traveling as part of a holy trinity, faith, hope, and charity. She helps us recognize that hope isn't without wishing. It's about trusting that support is already there. Hope is the twin flame of Archangel Gabrielle, a gentle presence, absolutely glorious, comes with sweet harmonics, and the songs and the waves like a love washing, taking away all that stands between us and self-love. Feels like hope is here with angels guiding what we deserve, loving relationships, loving experiences, loving acceptance from the world, moving beyond the limitations that we had, working towards the golden light. And then the energy that goes with it, the Archangel Jophiel, is just a reminder that I think we arrived at this place of hope, of love, that the angels are around giving us all these gifts, because we do recognize what's inside. We are honoring ourselves in the way of standing up for rights, being honest and truthful without being mean and hateful. I've always said that it's not so much what you say, it's how you deliver the message that makes the difference. And how we say things, how we communicate with other people. Sometimes you have to get clear. You sort of have to get some space and then frame up in a loving way, in a hopeful way, in a kind way, in a good way, in a positive way. Gather the atmosphere, the vibration of that conversation so that it does come from a loving space. It isn't a reaction that's lobbed at somebody like a boulder. So here's what Archangel Gabrielle influences the hope, the Trinity, or part of the Trinity. The angels are encouraging you to know that you are more beautiful than you realize. You are perfect in the eyes of God and the angels, and it's time to look at yourself in that way. Beauty goes beyond vanity, an outward appearance, but take steps towards making yourself feel and look good. Angels are here to boost confidence because they see how harsh you can be with yourself. The beauty goes beyond looks. But you must see that you're beautiful on the inside and the outside, because that's the truth. Look at yourself and what you love about yourself. And you look at the sense of your looks and what you love about who you are within. And these thoughts and acknowledgement will align your soul with the Creator, with God. And the name Raphael means the beauty of God. This archangel helps acknowledge that beauty. Wonderful angel that can be called upon to overcome the voice of inner doubt. She's like a breath of fresh air that brings positive energy to anyone. Seems to work closely with Archangel Michael to help overcome negative traits. So that brings me to thinking, okay, so the message then would be, hope does really take time. We can hope for a great future. We can hope that everything turns out. We can hope that people get strength, that we get strength. We can hope that we find that one person. But it does take time to clear away the reason we need the hope. Why do we need this hope for ourselves? Why do we need to hope for something? What's going on that caused us to come to this place? And now let's read our daily message for today, and then do our silent meditation. Connect with peace. So there's a Buddhist chant, it's in Sanskrit, that starts off this message. And my verbalization of Sanskrit chanting isn't the greatest. Omahum Varaguru Padma Siddhihum Omani Padme Hum Omahum Varaguru Padma Siddhihum Omani Padme Hum. That's a Buddhist chant. It matches Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou among women. Blessed is the fruit of the day. The fruit of thy womb, Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us, sinners now and at the hour of our death. Amen. That's the Catholic petition. It's interesting. And then there's a non-denominational prayer that means the same thing. God grant me serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And I love that. I think personally, and I'll go on to read the rest of it, many of us who find the light work through, and I say work through the challenges that religious doctrine places. And I've got a ringing in my ears, so I know that there's somebody here. It's quite intentional. It's like a really high-pitched ringing in the right ear. As we move through this religious doctrine that really has been passed down, I'm not knocking it. Everyone I seem to know in this life, with the exception of a few, were raised in some sort of Christian or other background, especially when I moved to the United States. Growing up in England, pretty much got straight down the middle, Catholic or Christian, Protestant, Church of England. So it wasn't until I really came into the United States that my eyes were opened to how many different modalities they were, practices they were. They were all different, but they all seemed to have similarities. And that prayer, the Serenity Prayer, has been synonymous with mostly people on a 12-step program who are in recovery from addiction, recovery from something that they had that wasn't quite so great, and the struggles that go with it. I happen to believe personally it takes someone with incredible courage to stand back up and keep walking forward when really those individuals have known the depths of such hell that many of us will never face. And they've got back up and they've turned their eyes and their heart upward to the inner faith. And this Serenity Prayer brings them through, watches over them. And that's a constant habit that we all have, so much attached to this hope. And really, why do we go into the depths of addiction anyway? What's that about? Because we don't feel like we are a loving person. We believe at some point that we're not. We're wretched. We're wretches of the world. Horrible, terrible, ugly, inside and out, evil. Because people say those things. So we become what we believe other people say. Ugly. Someone says something that hurts, and because you like the person who said it, you want to do whatever you can to become it. So be careful what you say, and be careful how the truth of other people scars you. It's the truth of other people, not yours. That's the challenge. Get in front of it. That's why hope takes a bit of time to undo all those. Let's go on. People have many ways of seeking and finding peace. Mantras, chants, prayers that align the mind with peaceful thoughts, with the river of peace that runs through our universe. They're one way of returning to our center. Do you have a favorite prayer, a religious chant, or a saying that helps you? A saying that puts you back on track, that takes your mind to that place of peace within your soul. Value the mantras that touch and heal your mind, sounds and thoughts that align you with peace. Find the value of the words and prayers of your religion, the thoughts that work for you, to connect you to your center. These will help you discover your connection with the universe, the flow of life, the certainty that all is well. You and your life are on track. No, you'll be given the guidance and the grace you need. Find rituals that help you believe that your peace is yours. Rituals that connect you to the divine in the universe. Ask for peace. Ask in a way that works for you. You know, everything we do has to be in a way that works for us, that makes sense. Otherwise, we don't tend to do it. There's a misstep. And even the things that we find odd, at first, everything's odd. There's a parallel road. When we're on the path we're meant to follow, the heart is saying, yes, thank you, I've got there. The ego is saying, oh my goodness, what crazy this is, oh my, make this big fuss. And that fuss and that silliness, the giggling, the nervous laughter, the chiding, the making fun of something or a person in front of friends is actually a big, huge mask, a big, huge costume. It's a cover-up because it's speaking to our soul and our heart. And the fear is, if we follow that, the heart, the soul, what it's calling us to do, what we knew and who we were has to go somewhere. And that includes the people that got us here. It takes courage. Like I was talking about those who somewhat fell by the wayside and got forgotten. They believed the lies. They weren't good enough. So they either picked up a substance or followed what they believed they were supposed to do, which wasn't good, and went with it. But when you really get into what you follow your heart and it leads you to love, it can't be wrong. Yeah, it just can't be wrong. I think it's time to meditate. I'm trying to think if there's something that the guides who have gathered. Oh, they're so lovely. It's like a whole bunch of them. They're all like gathering up around here. If there's something they want to say, and they're all kind of like going like this, like yes, 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 yes. Thank you. So close your eyes, put your feet flat on the floor. Palms up this time. Big breath in. Let it out. Before we start with our visualization, let's settle the mind in, clear out the chatter. Quickest way to do it is to bring your conscious mind right now, right here, in this space that you are in, to the soles of your feet. Know that the earth is supporting you, holding you up, allowing your feet to connect below the earth, below your feet, below the substrata of what's holding your building up, down into the dirt and the crystalline layers of the crust of the earth. Now move your consciousness up through your body as if you are a tube of energy, physically composed of brilliant bones and muscles, ligaments, tissues, fascia, skin. Composed and created in such an incredibly beautiful way that there's parts of you that are alive and working harmoniously, beautifully, totally in unison with the creation of the universe. Generate a feeling of serenity, peace, bliss. They call that samadhi. That feeling of, this feels so good. When you're getting a wonderful massage, you go into that almost samadhi feeling. And I'll start with this prayer. Thank you, Archangel Michael and Ascended Masters, for clearing and cutting, then removing, dissolving all ties that bind me to the people and the places, situations and stories, drama and gossip and nonsense and negativity, to everything that no longer serves my purpose. And thank you so much for cutting these ties and dissolving these binds now. I am safe. I am free. So be it, and so shall it be. Imagine beautiful blue crusted sword cutting all those ties off. Imagine the blue flame, the violet flame, lilac flame of healing, burning and dissolving the aches and the pains, mentally, physically, spiritually, and otherwise, from you. Now that's what's been removed, dissolved, cut and severed, gets to be replaced. Hands on your heart. Replace it with these loving, serene thoughts about yourself. I am the keeper of my heart and my body. Wherever love is and flowing, fear is a stranger and gone. I am light. I am love. So be it and so shall it be. And get that feeling gratitude that you are light and you are love. And couple it with that serenity, samadhi mind, a samadhi eyes, a samadhi body. It one. Rested and secure. Light and loving. Let the golden light shine down from way above, past all the planets, past the stratosphere. Imagine this wave, energy of love. By the time it reaches the crown of your head, it is gushing through you. Overflowing, running in all directions, creating an energy field. This is your reminder that you are part of a greater existence. This is your reminder that this power, this glory, this love has always been there, part of your eternal flame. Now you do the devotional prayer to your angels. Thank you, angels, archangels, ascended masters, bright white spirits, and all other Christed energy. Thank you for reminding me that you're here always. And thank you for revealing what I need to know. I'm willing to listen. I'm willing to accept. I'm willing to receive. I'm willing to share. Give yourself a few moments just to settle into that feeling. Make the commitment to stay in this lightness, this joy, this serenity, this harmony, this feeling of pure bliss. There is a great opening happening. There is a great lifting occurring. There is a vibrational shifting within. For those who are awake and free, this lightness and this joy is being felt, acknowledged. Choose to lift and raise your vibration, for this is part of your purpose if you found your way here. Love doesn't get supplied on demand. Love is infinite. And the infinity of love means it never runs out, just like air. You tap into the feeling and the vibration of love the same way a child fills a toy bucket at the ocean. Love is the stream that runs within us, through us, under us, over us, out of us. It is a radiation. The higher the vibration, the stronger the radiation of love goes. It's at its strongest frequency in the early mornings when the spirits feel it most. Love, peace, and serenity is the vibration that calls forth the spirits to speak. Love is the avenue through which all desire and miracles are given and born. Love has the ability to attract all things to all people instantly. Bring your hands to heart center at the center of your chest. Lift your thumb knuckles up to your forehead center, and together we bow forward and say Namaste. Thank you. Go with love, go with serenity, go with peace. Keep reminding yourself that it's everywhere. Doesn't go anywhere. Just let it pull the covers back and let it out. See you tomorrow. Bye.